can't be any further back than your last defender. If you are past that guy at the point the kick or the pass was made, then it's offside.
You need a whiteboard and a chart, flip charts, and the whole thing to explain it. It's when the refs think that, what is it, 2 people on your team with the ball are, and then the ref calls it.
Oh, I have no idea.
There are 2 major considerations to make when determining if a player should be penalized for offside: position and involvement in active play.
An attacking player is in an offside position if he is either closer to his opponent's goal line than 2 defenders or the ball.
However, if he is on his own half of the field, or even with the second to last defender, he is not in an offsides position.
A player is only penalized for being in an offside position if, at the moment the ball is played by one of his teammates, he becomes involved in the active play by interfering with play or an opponent, or gains an advantage by being in that position.
This attacker is closer to the goal line than the second to last defender, is in front of the ball when a teammate plays it, and is participating in gaining an advantage. This is offside.
Take a look at these situations and decide if there is an offside infraction.
At the beginning of the play, no one is offside. The goalkeeper moves up to challenge the attacker with the ball. This player is put in an offside position when the goalkeeper becomes the second to the last defender. The attacker plays the ball to her teammate. The attacker who received the ball is judged offside because at the time the ball was played by our teammate, she is in the attacking part of the field, closer to the goal line than the ball with less than 2 defenders between her and the goal line, and participated in play.
I cannot be offside when I am behind the ball.
Even though this attacker is behind the entire defense, she is not offside because she is behind the ball. That is, the ball is closer to the goal line than she is.
If you are in your own side of the field, you can't be offside. So when the ball is played, if I'm in my part of the field, I can get the ball anywhere, even on their side of the field.
However, when the attacker gets a little over-anxious and crosses the halfway line prior to the ball being played, the player is offside.
If I'm in their part of the field, I have to be even with the second to the last defender or the ball to be okay. If my body is in front of the defender or the ball, then I would be in an offside position.
It must be emphasized that offside infraction is determined when the ball is played, not when and where it is received.
This is the second to last defender. I am in an offside position. The ball is played. I move into onside position to receive the ball. When I receive the ball, it looks like I am in an onside position, but I was in offside position when the ball was played through. I should be penalized because when the ball was played, I was in an offside position and came back to receive the ball.
It is important to remember that a player can be in an offside position and not be penalized for offside. Offside position is judged at the time the ball is played by a teammate. However, offside infraction is judged when the player becomes actively involved in the play.
This attacker is not judged offside because he's not involved in the play.
This attacker is in an offside position, but does not participate in the play. She even jumps away from the action to prove that she has no interest in playing the ball. This is not offside.
If the person who is in an offside position gets involved in play, then it's offside. I am a goalkeeper. A shot is taken and I deflect it out to a player in an offside position. They should be penalized for being in an offside position because they are gaining an advantage by being there. The same thing if the ball rebounds off the goalpost to the player in an offside position, then it's offside.
This attacker is in an offside position. The ball is played to him by a teammate, which is deflected or touched by a defender, and the attacker becomes actively involved in the play. The attacker should be judged offsides.
One of the common myths of offside is that if a defender even touches the ball, the defender has played it. This is not the case. A deflection is not playing the ball. To play the ball, the defender must gain possession and control.
The defender has clearly gained possession, passes the ball back to her teammate, and the attacker intercepts. This is not offside because the ball was last controlled and played by an opponent, not a teammate.
There are some important exceptions to the offside law.
I cannot be offsides on a throw-in, a goal kick, a corner kick.
The concept of offside position versus offside position and involvement is critical to overcoming this common myth.
And I have that long to make a decision.
When you make the call, remember,
An attacking player is in an offside position if he is either closer to his opponent's goal line than two defenders or the ball.
However, if he is on his own half of the field, or even with the second to last defender, he is not in an offsides position.
A player is only penalized for being in an offside position if, at the moment the ball is played by one of his teammates, he becomes involved in the active play by interfering with play or an opponent, or gains an advantage by being in that position.